Hello everyone, welcome to Gosport Railworks. My name is James and today we'll be looking at the Railworks Longmoor Railway 8F, no not 8F, Water Department Austerity class, that's what I mean. It looks very similar to an 8F because they're pretty much, well, one's based off the other. Anyway, we'll do a quick bit of product code so I can get that out of the way, make sure the light's not too bright. There we go. And the product code is 372429, a Water Department Austerity class 280, running number 79250. The name will be Major General Macmillan in LMR blue. So there we go. Turn the light up. And nearly blind myself as always. Somewhat organised myself today. Before I say the logo, I'll show you actually the box. It's the standard Railworks box, so we don't have to worry about that. The detail pack has some extra little bits. The front footsteps. What else was it? The cylinder drain cock, piston tail rod, and maybe a few other little bits which the manual doesn't mention. So the other extra little bit of detail is the nameplate, which I'm still wondering how to fit mine. There it is. Just about see. It does say Macmillan on it, so I'll pop that aside. I may or may not fit that. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how. But yes, we have two bits of paper on the inside of the manual, which I've already pre-removed. First is the the actual manual itself, which tells you how to disassemble the locomotive and also where to service and other little bits here and there and what radius it can go around. The manual says it's suitable for second radius. I think it can go a bit less than that, but I'll see when it runs. And then there's the usual Backman warranty, maintenance and all that lot. So I'll pop that all away once I've done the bit here. And now let's have a look at the model. I'll do the weighing just before. Do the weighing just before we get to the turntable, so you can have a closer look. And the detail, I think, is exquisite. It has got tiny little rivets on the. Not sure if you can see that. Oh, might just be able to there. Yeah, it's got tiny little rivets everywhere, mostly on the cab sides. Do very much like this livery, which is why I picked this one up. So since it's very similar to the well, first of all, it is a Water Department Austerity logo. You can get it in black, mostly just black. It's very similar to the 8F, which is why I got a bit confused earlier, which looks quite similar because the Water Department Austerity locomotive is based off that, if I recall correctly. It has got separately fitted little parts here, which I'm being very delicate with. Has got NEM pockets on both ends. It also does have pickup on all 8 drive wheels, and I'm assuming on all 8 tender wheels as well, because that's what we've got the two little cables running through the tender connection. Quickly swivel around. So the rear has got some nice lining on the tender, some very nicely separately fitted detail there. The coal is plastic, but inside is where the decoder is. The manual does say how to remove the body. I think it's just a couple of screws on the bottom, which I'm not going to try and do because my toolkit's somewhere else. It's in my toolbox, that's where it is. But yes, the lining, I should really stop handling it, but the only way to get close to the camera. So the lining is very nice. So it's mostly a basic livery, apart from the lining here and also on the cab width and on the cylinder. My thumb is obviously hiding half of it. It's separately fitted footsteps there. Yeah, quick look on the top. I'm not too sure if those whistles or they might be whistles. No, that's the whistle. That's probably a safety valve or something like that. Not sure if the plastic or metal. It might be metal, not sure. But it is a fairly heavy locomotive as well, which is why I'm having a slight bit of problem holding it in that particular way. And we'll have a quick look at how heavy it is. Quickly pop that on there to balance it out. Yep, that's zeroed. Quickly pop you on there. Get down there. Right. Weighs a grand total of. I can just about read that. It's a bit far from me. It is 69.8 grams, which is basically 70 grams really. Take that off. So I've really been carrying it around on this. There we go. It does also have a. Try and make it so it's not falling over. It does actually have some detail on the top as well. Very nice. There is no running number on. Actually, there is a running number on the front. It's on the. It's on the actual buffer beam, or the buffers, whatever it's called. And on the back, it probably is. Yep, it's exactly the same on the back as well. Just underneath. There we go. So yes, it does have running numbers on it. I just not paying attention all that well. So yes, let me get it on the turntable and you can have a proper look yourself. So here we go. The War Department Austerity 280 is a type of heavy freight steam locomotive that was introduced in 1943 for war service. A total of 935 were built, making this one of the most produced classes of British steam locomotive. The Austerity 280 was based on the LMS Class 8F, which until that point had been the government's standard design. Various modifications were made to the 8F design by R.A. Riddles in order to prioritise low cost over design life. These included a boiler of similar construction which was parallel rather than tapered, and a rounded topped firebox rather than a bell-pair firebox. The firebox was made of steel rather than a rarer and more expensive copper. After the end of the conflict, the War Department disposed of 930 locomotives, 2 engines being retained by the War Department and 3 being scrapped. Of these 930, 733 entered British Railway ownership, while the remainder were sent overseas, the majority of those being sent to the Netherlands, some going to Hong Kong, and one single engine being sent to the United States. The 2 locomotives which were continued to be held in War Department stock were seeing service on the Longmoor Military Railway in Hampshire, along with 2 of the War Department Austerity 210Os and other smaller locomotives. In the War Department 1957 renumbering scheme, they were renumbered 400 and 401. Only one War Department 280 has survived. Vulcan Foundry Works number 5200 was repatriated from Sweden to the Kingley and Worth Valley Railway. It was SA number 1931. It was overhauled to its original condition, finished in 2007, which involved building a new cab and tender, becoming BR number 90733. After test runs, the locomotive ran its first passenger train in July 2007. Now then, here we are on my POS import layout. everything all set up, so I can give it a test run. Now, hopefully the background controller wants to behave. As slow as I can, just to show you slow speed. Obviously this is just a DC controller, so it's not going to have all the fineness which you can get on a DCC one. Let's give it a bit more speed. As you can see, it has no problems with any of them points. One thing which I did forget to mention, which I noticed during the turntable bit, was the interior of the cab is actually painted and detailed, so that's also a nice plus. There's a nice plus point. You need to get some more lights. Also, I do apologise for my camera work, but this is a lot easier than using the larger tripod. Give it a bit more speed. Yeah, it's been behaving quite nicely. Let's see how much this loco can drag with it. Well, okay with it. So quickly set the points. And we'll connect up to my usual test rake of 8 Mk.1 coaches. I'll just move the tracker to a little bit more easier. And that's also covered up quite nicely. And the thing is, I can't remember if I set the points right on the outside, so we'll find out in a moment. Oh wait, that's the reason why. I haven't got any power on the outside one. Yes, I did have. So even though it just doesn't like this particular point. So yes, I'm just going to pause for a moment and I'll get this onto the inside line. Alright, despite the fact that it does have, what was it, 16 wheel pickup, nothing likes my layout, especially, well, doesn't like dead frogs on the curved points, so oh well. But yes, this is 200 grams worth of weight behind it, and it's pretty much nothing to this thing considering how heavy it weighs. I don't know what's wrong with the coupling around there. There we go. Yeah, I seem to have some issues with make sure you can see. I seem to have some issues with some of the couplings. Yeah, it does not have any issues with pulling this amount of weight. And I'm tempted to actually link it up with my test rake which I don't know how heavy it is, but we'll have a go at seeing how much this can pull. Ooh. There we go. This is probably over 300 grams. Change the point. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's 300. Ooh. As always, that coupling. I have to have a look at this coat, because it's only that coat. Yeah, otherwise. It has no issues pulling this amount of weight. I'm actually quite happy with this weight. It's actually the longest train I've done. Let's have a watch. And once again, that coupling. Pardon my. Get rid of that coats for now. Relegate it to the sidelines. Half speed. Very impressed with that. I said that's the longest train I've done. If it wasn't for my composite brake coats being awkward, yeah. But yeah, there is some interior detail there somewhere. Now then, how much does this beast cost? I think it was about £144, which is quite expensive, but considering how well it runs, I'm quite impressed with it. Now, the detail is quite superb. I said you do get the option to add the nameplate, which I still need to work out how to do myself. I said performance wise as well, details well, and the other only option is to get the Longmoor Railway train pack, which basically comes with the first version of one of these, which I think is pretty much the same but a different locomotive, and you get three Suburban Mark 1 coaches in LMR blue. I think they're all brake ones, which is a bit confusing, but otherwise it's, I think that's roughly slightly more expensive, but you do get, like I say, you do get 3 coaches, so it's up to you. But I only wanted the locomotive, and I'm happy with this one. So yeah, let's have a going off. I'll just say goodbye. A little bit loud. That's a nice speed for it. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, favourite, subscribe, and comment, and all the other things which I keep forgetting. and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye now. Wait till it comes closer. Nice view. Right. Bye bye now.